Jonah and the great fish. The word of the Lord came to Jonah, son of Amittai. Go to the great city of Nineveh and preach against it, for their wickedness has come up before me. But Jonah did not want to go. Nineveh was the enemy of his people, and in his heart he feared God might forgive them if they repented. So instead of obeying, Jonah fled. He went down to the port of Joppa, found a ship bound for Tarshish, the farthest place he could imagine, and paid the fare. His heart was set on running from the presence of God. But the Lord sent a mighty storm upon the sea. The winds roared, the waves rose high, and the ship threatened to break apart. The sailors, terrified, cried out to their gods and threw cargo overboard to lighten the load. Meanwhile, Jonah was asleep in the hold. The captain shook him awake. "How can you sleep? Call upon your God, perhaps he will spare us." The sailors cast lots to find who was responsible for this disaster, and the lot fell on Jonah. He confessed, "I am a Hebrew. I worship the Lord, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the dry land. I am fleeing from him." The men were afraid. "What must we do to you that the sea may grow calm?" Jonah answered quietly, "Throw me into the sea and the storm will cease." Though they tried to row back to land, the sea grew fiercer. At last, with heavy hearts, the sailors cried out to the Lord, "Do not hold us guilty for this man's life." Then they cast Jonah into the deep. Immediately the raging sea grew calm. The sailors offered sacrifices and worshipped the God of heaven. But Jonah did not drown. The Lord had prepared a great fish, and it swallowed Jonah whole. For 3 days and 3 nights Jonah was in the belly of the fish, surrounded by darkness in the deep. There he prayed, "Out of the belly of the grave I cried, and you heard my voice." Salvation comes from the Lord. The Lord heard Jonah's prayer. He commanded the fish, and it vomited Jonah onto dry land. Once again the word of the Lord came to Jonah, "Go to Nineveh." This time Jonah obeyed. He entered the great city and proclaimed, 40 days more and Nineveh shall be overthrown." The people believed God. From the king to the poorest servant, they humbled themselves, fasted, and put on sackcloth. Even the animals were covered in sackcloth as the king declared, "Let everyone call urgently on God. Let us turn from our evil ways that he may yet have mercy." And God did have mercy. He saw their repentance and he spared the city. But Jonah was angry. He had hoped for judgment, not forgiveness. He sat outside the city, bitter and sulking. So the Lord caused a plant to grow, giving Jonah shade and comfort. But the next day, God sent a worm that withered the plant, and the scorching sun beat down on Jonah's head. Jonah cried, "It is better for me to die than to live." Then the Lord spoke, "You pity the plant, though you did not make it grow. Should I not have compassion on Nineveh, that great city, with more than 120,000 people who cannot tell their right hand from their left, and many animals